Whichever time zone you're catching me from, my name is MD90. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so that you do not miss the uploads that come up. And the easiest way for you to navigate the channel is to head to the playlist. You'll find videos curated for you based on your interest. So if you're interested in the Kutika podcast, you'll find a playlist for that. For news and trends, there's a playlist for that. Exclusive with MD90, a bunch of playlists that are created based on your interest. So the easiest way to navigate the channel is head straight to the playlist and you'll find what you're here for. Consider becoming a member of the channel. Right next to the subscribe button is the join button. You click on the join button so that you can become a member of the channel. You support the team on the production and a number of things that we're doing here, and we appreciate that. Well, I'm sure by now you've come across these images. These images have circulated online platforms for the last 24 hours. So this was an operation that was conducted by the Zambia Police, ACC, and I'll give you the details. Let me just show you the images. So this was the scamming syndicate that was running within Lusaka. So a number of people have been scammed of their money in their mobile money accounts. So this is where part of that syndicate was being run from. So the number of people that you see on screen there lying on the ground, those are the people that were found in this particular, it was alleged to be an internet cafe, but in reality it was a scamming HQ. So they would send phone calls, text messages and stuff like that. They would override the network providers, be it Airtel, MTN, or mostly it was Airtel and MTN. And they would send SMS to their clients and ask for money. And yeah, people were being scammed pretty much. So this is where they're operating from. So people are assuming that these people are operating from some village setup, like no, it's some grandfather in some village, because they would call you and maybe they will send you a text and say Impia Shabalanda is out, like whatever is trending in the nation with regard to money, they would make a syndicate or a storyline around that and make a call with that regard. If there is CDF going around, they say they would send an SMS to say CDF is available, you should send money to this for us to process your NRC and stuff like that. So they are very much up to date with current affairs and they will simply work around that. They will develop an SMS with regard to that. So people are assuming it was coming from people outside Lusaka. No, it was right here in the capital city. And this is where they're operating from. It wasn't a sham. It was a, as you can see, a well-established that are working from. So these are some of the MTN SIM cards that were recovered from the site. The details will come down. And these are the people, the ones that you saw earlier on lying on the ground. These are the people, once the police sees their operation, they are asked to lay on the ground. And yeah, this was during the seizure. And you can see these are young people. Mostly it's alleged to be school leavers, the ones that are recruited to be doing these Zambians. And then the rest were foreigners. It has been reported in the news days. Pretty much it's the news that is trending in the nation right now. So busted how a Chinese internet fraud syndicate recruited Zambian school leavers. So yeah, as I stated, most of the kids that you see there are school leavers looking for greener opportunities. And they were recruited into fraud, online fraud. So here are the details of that particular storyline that I told you. So Drug Enforcement Commission raid internet fraud syndicate, seized SIM boxes, machines with with over 13,000 SIM cards. The Drug Enforcement Commission, working with Zambia Police, Department of Immigration, and the Anti-Terrorism Organization, have conducted a raid on Golden Top Support Service in Lusaka's Roma area, uncovering a sophisticated internet fraud syndicate. The organization, disguised as an internet cafe, possessed SIM boxes, machine facilities that bypassed or bypassing local service provider networks for fraudulent activities, including internet fraud and online scams. Drug Enforcement Director General Nassan Banda says over 13,000 Airtel and MTN SIM cards, including Vodafone SIM cards, both domestic and international, have been seized. as counting is still in process. So the 13,000 that you see there is just part of what they've counted so far. So more is yet to come in terms of statistics. The intelligence operation also seized 2 firearms with 78 rounds of ammunition, 2 motor vehicles, a Toyota Land Cruiser and Alphard, registered into Chinese nationals. So the number of people that were seized are 77 suspects, including 50 males, 27 females from Zambia, 22 Chinese, and 1 Cameroonian have been apprehended. So those are the people that you see on ground. 77 suspects in total were captured on site. I'm pretty sure the other people that are involved have been eventually seized, captured if they are still in the country, if they haven't fled. But the news is with regard to the priest that was summoned in Indora. That news is not going away, it's not going anywhere. So the church mother bodies have eventually got in. That's the Pentecostal mother board, EFZ, the Catholic mother board, EFZ, and then the Catholic, the Zambia Conference of Catholic Bishops, CCB, that is involved. Also, the Zambian Conference for the Council of Churches in Zambia, CCZ. So those 3 mother bodies have made a joint statement with regard to that operation. While Smiles Samboso made his own view, say church leaders and Catholic priests in particular should be respected. The head of state, Hakainde Hichilema, should overrule the police and cancel the call out for Father Mkosa of Lufanyama. It is an ongoing the UPND government with dire consequences if not rescinded. So this is the warning that Mausamba had given to the UPND, saying this will cost them a lot if they don't play it well. But here is a statement that has come after everything has played out. The police eventually insisted that the priest should not go to the HQ. The call out has been cancelled. And now the mother bodies have decided to make a statement. So the Council of Churches in Zambia, CCZ, Evangelical Fellowship of Zambia, EFZ, and the Zambian Conference of Catholic Bishops expressed deep concern and condemned in the strongest terms the recent anomaly surrounding Father Chewemwe Mukosa. Supposed someone to attend interviews at the Zambia Police Division headquarters building in Indora. The trio, those are the mother bodies, have received information that the Zambia Police Service has retracted the call out and are perplexed that the parent secretary in the Ministry of Information, Mr. Tabukawana, had denied such a call out. So if you remember earlier on, there was that conflict to say the police were simply saying the call out was there, it was rescinded, while Tabukawana was simply saying that such a call out was never in existence to start with. So this is what they are referring to here. It is highly irregular and unacceptable. This is what they continue in their statement. It is highly irregular and unacceptable that contradictory statements and actions have emerged regarding Father Chewemwe Mukosa's situation, especially from 2 senior government officers. This situation undermines transparency, accountability, and rule of law, all of which are crucial for the functioning of a democratic society. We reiterate our stance against any form of harassment, intimidation, and undue pressure on individuals, especially religious leaders, who exercise their freedom of speech and expression responsibly. This includes any attempts to silence them, discredit their message, or interfere with their ability to carry their mission. The role of the church in advocating for justice, righteousness, and the well-being of the society must be respected and protected at all times. We therefore call on relevant authorities to clarify the circumstances surrounding Father Chewemwe Mukosa's case, ensure accountability for any wrong wrongful action or misinformation, and uphold the principle of justice and fairness for all citizens. We remain committed to promoting peace, justice, and respect of human rights in Zambia, and urge all stakeholders to work together to address the challenge. So they simply say, we are not going to take the vague statement. We needed an apology. What is Mausamba goes further to talk about GBM sign. So he says yesterday's 6 hours detention of GBM son Muma at Kenneth Kaunda International Airport is sad. He left for South Africa 3 days ago and only to be arrested on arrival. Zambia Police and Anti-Corruption Commission claim unaware why he was detained, and unless the crime, unless crime being committed, politicians should be left alone. Apologize. So he says the GBM son deserves an apology because the institutions that detained him, all of them were saying are not aware why he was detained, but he was kept at the airport for 6 hours on arrival. So Mausamba says the children of politicians should not be held accountable if they have not committed any crime, they say. And then, as you know, Zambia and Chipolopolo, the girls have qualified to the Olympics, and they had something to say with regard to that. The Zambian coach with the Moroccan coach. Mausamba says, so after all we did not need an expatriate coach take us to the Olympic. We Zambians are as good and better with our own coach, Bruce Mwape. Thank you for beating Morocco and the expatriate coach. So he simply says, Bruce Mwape is proving his credentials. He has outperformed an expatriate coach that Morocco had. So we don't need to change a working formula. That's Mausamba for you. What is the other news? The 77 app for fraud, the one that I gave you earlier on. This was reported in the Daily Mail. That's news, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on in the nation?
I need the high life because I'm heavily minded. Hold up, I'm a 90s baby.
So really, you made me walk up to you and you don't subscribe to the channel? Make sure you hit the subscribe button, like the video and share it with someone. I know you will.
So